This is the main content area. On the left is the navigation pane. For each button you press, a new page will appear over here. These are the breadcrumbs. They help you navigate back to a previous location. These tabs, particularly the course tab, will help you navigate to other courses you're taking. Stop the tape now if you want to see how that works. The icons up at the top do a variety of things, but for my purposes, My Places is the most important. You'll go to My Places to change your email address to make sure that you get correspondence from me. The first button on the navigation pane leads to the course content page. You'll refer to this often. This is where you found my introductory video and the draft to our schedule, which I will be highlighting updates on. Below that, you'll find the syllabus in two forms. One you can download, and the other you can view as a page. This is the syllabus. I strongly recommend that you download a copy of it and have it handy. Let's go back to the course content. Below the syllabus, I offer tips for success. Let's go there. So far, there are only two tips. There are tips for posting to discussion forums, which I strongly recommend you read, and there are tips on getting technical help from IT support. Notice that this has a table of contents. There are two ways of getting things when you see a table of contents. You can either click on the item, or you can use the right and left arrow buttons to switch through pages. Back to course content. I'll be highlighting most recent tips under this button. Right now, it will lead directly to tips for posting to discussions. Below tips is class community. This is just a shortcut to our discussion board. You can get there here, or you can always find the discussions under this button here. By now you've used Meet the Classmates. Hopefully you know that help is there, the cafe pub, and the module discussions below that. Back to course content. Below the link to the discussions are links to the weekly modules. Now you can also get to the weekly modules under the buttons on the navigation pane. There's one other thing I want to talk to you about with regard to discussions. Let's go back to discussions. In Meet Your Classmates, I asked that each of you start your own new thread. You did it with this button. In the first module discussion on learning, you'll see that there's only one thread, and that's because I asked you to all reply to my thread. I'll be interested to hear which you prefer. I find navigating within a single thread easier than opening everybody's separate thread. It becomes more of a conversation, but not everybody feels that way. There are a number of ways to display discussion threads, but I'll save that for a future video. Now's an opportunity to show you two different ways to get back. One is to go back to the discussion button, or now we could try using the breadcrumbs. We are in the thread reflecting on learning. That's within the discussion module 1, which is in the discussion board, which is in our class. You can go to any one of those locations. We'll go back to the discussion board, and we'll go back to course content. I hope that helps.